Hello and welcome to my channel. Today we're going to discuss Doreen Virtue's change of heart. So was it wrong for Doreen Virtue to change her heart and go down a Christian path? No. Was it wrong for Doreen Virtue to insinuate that those on a spiritual path or those who purchased her certificates or items of books should discard them, insinuating that there's something evil about them? Yes. If she wanted to become a Christian, that's fine. You just go out of the public eye, you go to whatever church you choose, and you do whatever you need to do for your change of heart. You don't come out in public and insinuate that people throw away your material and your certificates, and then she puts on a video that says, oh, to all my students, you can still use my certificates, you just have to pray to God or Jesus. And remember, it's her Jesus, it's the real Jesus. She saw the real Jesus. There's a lot of illusions out there, which again insinuates that some of the Christians are not praying to the real Jesus. And if you purchase her Jesus cards and follow her way of praying, that she'll be able to lead you. Even though she said she's a new Christian, just being baptized, she suddenly will come out there and portray herself as an expert. Watch it happen. Watch the books come. Watch the cards. Watch her videos turn to where she's suddenly an expert in the Christian realm. That's deception, guys. That's deception. So I have quite a few of her cards. You know, there's people that are getting refunds from her, and she owes them a refund. She would not owe them a refund if she would have simply quietly gone down the Christian path. But when she told people to throw away her material or insinuated that by using her material something bad could happen to them, that didn't taste well. And it's very judgmental. And that's being judgmental is something that Christians don't do. I mean, it's one of the rules. You don't need to judge. There's a higher power that judge. So I don't know why she did that. Nobody knows. Nobody will know why she did that. But I'm going to use her own cards. I'm going to use her own deck here, of which, by the way, I will not be using her materials or supporting her financially in any way, because I believe she's got deception around her. Now, maybe it's just confusion. You know, maybe she's just confused and doesn't know her path. Well, if you're confused, don't be putting out YouTube videos with your newfound Christian thing. If you're in a confused state, go into hiding like a hermit and figure out what your life path is. But don't judge other people who are on a different path. Which, you know, she's very clever. And she plays this music in the background. Oh, it's very sweet. And she's opening her Bible. Yeah, let the Christian people decide whether or not she's deceiving them also. But, you know, for those people who have her certificates, she tried to pass that program off and her tarot cards and everything off onto Radley Valentine. That's not right, because she's saying, oh, they're good friends and he's taking his training wheels off. Well, who trained him? She did. You know, so she's got her hand in it. She's not really throwing it away. She's allowing it to be published. Her hands are in there, and she's just putting it over to him. Well, those who got certificates didn't get them under him. They got them under her and her name and her popularity. They're now losing money. So those people have a right to be upset. So, you know, I've released her on her path. I'm not asking for a refund. I just purchased her tarot deck and some oracle decks, but I will not purchase anything else from her ever. I don't care I don't care if she comes back into New Age again. I'm not going to support what she did. It was betrayal. It's the energy of betrayal. But let's ask her cards. Let's ask her own tarot deck. What's going on with Doreen Virtue that we need to be aware of? What's going on with Doreen Virtue that we need to be aware of? Now, she does seasons, I believe, in her card, and this would be swords. So it's 7 of winter. There is a better choice, not seeing things clearly, running away from the truth. Look at this. She's running away from the truth. Now, folks, I want to tell you about the 7 of Wands card. In the regular tarot, it's deception. It's lies. It's sneaky behavior. It's thinking that you've gotten away with something. This is her own deck. This is her own deck. She's running. Her own deck is telling her there's a better choice for her, okay? She's not seeing things clearly, and she's running away from the truth. Doreen, if you ever listen to this, your cards are trying to give you a message. They're trying to give you a message. And I randomly shuffled these things right in front of you. I did not predetermine what these cards are. I'm holding them up. I've got the backs facing me. You're looking at the front of the cards. So the Seven of Swords is a deception card, you guys. Her tarot decks, the tarot cards don't lie. This is her own deck speaking. So I'm going to ask, how do people who purchased her stuff, what do they have to do with this stuff? Because there's this big, I'm discarding it all. I'm getting rid of it. Her energy of deception is in there. I don't care what you think. Her energy of deception is in her materials. But I am going to look for replacements because she made a huge impact in the world. So I hope that all the new artists and people out there will go out and put some new information and new decks out there that we can all purchase. So what do we do? I'm asking the cards. Her cards. What do we do with her material? What do we here? See, I'm not looking. I'm shuffling here, and I'm just asking. What do we do with her material? All right. So we have. And again, we have 10 of Winter. Oh my gosh, you guys, if you only knew what 10 of Winter is. That's the 10 of Swords. It's the total devastation. If I could quickly find it in another deck, I don't know if I can. The 10 of Swords is a guy laying on the ground with 10 swords stabbed in his back. So it's the card about backstabbing, all right? Backstabbing, total devastation. This is not a good card. So here's what her guidance is on the 10 of Winter, which is the 10 of Swords. The resolution of difficulties, a weight lifted off your shoulders, and the end of addiction or codependency. She had addiction issues. We know this. So this, in her own card, I have to tell you something. The 10 of Swords, and it is a guy laying on the ground with 10 swords in his back and blood coming out. It's pretty much, to me, the end of her material. Like, end her material. Be done with it. So, it's up to you. If you want to keep reading it, that's fine. It'll be interesting to see if your readings using her material change. But the 10 of Swords is endings, okay? And it's painful endings. It's painful for people to destroy her stuff and know that they lost thousands. But really, the road to recovery is to get rid of that energy that's in there. It has the energy of deception, and I don't think any of us want to be working with that. So, in my personal realm, I don't judge her personally, but I don't really approve of the behavior and the way she went about this. So, we can all just send her blessings on her new path, but we can also say shame on her. Shame on her for pointing the finger at people and making them feel bad. I especially worry about the people that she brought onto the spiritual path with her who were very fragile in their emotional state, and then she does something like this. So we all need to send positive energy to the people who are feeling grief and emotional pain. I feel nothing. I feel nothing that she did this as far as it affecting me, other than I'm going to videotape me burning her materials, and I think that's going to be more entertaining to me than anything. And the 10 of Swords is validating that would be the right thing for me to do, based on her cards. So I hope you all are creating your own path of joy. Don't let her bust your bubble or influence your path in any way. Her path is her path, and your path is the right path for you. All right. Thank you, everyone.